carefree wherever you may go. We are the famous CFC. We don't give a fuck. Wherever you may go, we are the famous CFC. Guys, welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. I had to break out the Chelsea song. It's been a while since you've seen your boy sing like this. It's been a rough season. This season has been rough. Definitely not for the faint of heart. And you have a lot of Chelsea fans out there moaning and crying. But guys, it was always going to be like this, growing pains when you have a brand new manager and literally a whole brand new team, of which half the team at any given time is injured and in and out. No continuation that's going to affect your consistency. And so in any event, that's why I'm so happy, because we needed this. We needed this win today, even though it came by the way of penalties. We needed it badly at the hands of Newcastle, especially after they left us for dead at St. James Park only about a week or so ago, 4-1, where we pretty much embarrassed ourselves, embarrassed this badge. Our boys had to redeem themselves. And for a while, it just looked like it wasn't gonna be happening. It wasn't gonna be happening, right? Until last, everybody go chop breakfast. Kieran Trippier, I mean, the gift that keeps on giving from Tottenham Hotspurs. You know, Spurs players are known to be Spursy when their feet are held to the fire. Something might happen. And in our case, thank God for Trippier. Thank you, bro. Because we had nothing up until then, up until the 92nd minute. We were not threatening, no threats. Every once in a blue moon, the Newcastle goalie will make a save here, a little save there, but nothing crazy. I remember him having to make that one save from Raheem in the second half. In the first half, he barely had a save to make. Guimaraes cleared one off of the line. So, I mean, it's ironic that our goal had to come from an error, and it came from the former Tottenham Spurs man, Kieran Trippier. Thank you, bruh, for giving us the equalizing chance, which Mikhailo Mudryk snatched onto Trippier's inexplicable error and slammed it home. And he needed badly to score and feel good, to feel the fans at the bridge clapping for him and yelling for him and showing him love, right? He needed that. And obviously, Trippier went on ahead and missed his PK, and that pretty much helped us to win the game. So my man of the match, y'all can already guess, is none other than Kieran Trippier. And why do I say that? Because in between, I mean, we were just poor. Let's just keep it real, right? I mean, I'm happy. I did my Chelsea song and whatnot, but we did not play well. Part of it, as I mentioned, is the way Eddie Howe set up his Newcastle team. And you guys already know Eddie Howe and how he likes to set things up. Eddie Howe, deep down in his heart and in his blood, forget about the fact that they play out of the back and trying to look all fancy. He's an old-fashioned British manager at his core. And what does that mean? That means 4-4-2, 4-5-1. Two banks, right, of 4 or 5. You can literally take a ruler at any given time and draw the lines. Then you can measure the distances between the two lines. They're almost perfect. What we were doing is we were trying to get our players in between those two lines, and that was not the best way to do it, because we got like basically 4 of our players, our attacking band, were pretty much trapped in between the two lines. And yes, you can imagine when we zip the ball through, the midfield will collapse down, The defense will come, and that's it. Wash, rinse, and repeat. And we weren't able to create anything. And part of it is due to our fault, right? Part of it is due to our fault. Obviously, the first fault that we had is the fact that Badashil, a player that we've always felt is the most comfortable on the ball, at least one of the most comfortable Chelsea players on the ball, I lost his mind. I don't know what happened, whether somehow I believe Callum Wilson got into his head because he was hearing footsteps. But Badashil was hearing footsteps before he made the error that he made. And once he made that error that Wilson scored, that was it. Badashil's brain was fried from there. He was off his game. He was mentally finished. I never seen him be so just unsure of himself. He literally melted before at least my own very eye. And I mean, kudos to, I guess you want to call it that, to Pochettino for leaving him on, because me personally, I mean, I would have taken him off at halftime and left Colwell on. Not because he made the mistake. Everybody makes errors, right? Silva made an error at St. James Park. JT has made errors. Everybody makes errors. Making the error is not a problem. It's how you react to the error that you made. How do you react? How do you recover from the error? And he was not covering well. But anyway, that one is gone. So in between his error and until Trippier gave us the gift, there's a lot that we did not do for ourselves. And when I talk about we, I'm talking about Pochettino. And no, don't come after me. I'm not Pochettino out. Let me make it clear. I'm nowhere near Pochettino out. But in this game, there's a lot that Pochettino could have done that could have given us a better chance to win this game in normal time. And what I'm talking about, which most fans already notice, is the fact that we started this game with four center backs. We had Kowe at left back and Disasi at right back. Now I can understand why he did that. I'll be honest, I understand why he went that way, because he was still replaying the 4-1 loss at St. James Park, where Eddie Howe basically scored. Basically, he undid us from set pieces. That was basically we struggled against Newcastle at St. James Park, because we were a bit undersized on the pitch, and he kind of over compensated. This was not, in retrospect, this was not the game to over compensate, because this new Newcastle team is missing a lot of players. They are far from being at full strength, and so it's a matter. Even notwithstanding it's Newcastle, you have to match up based on the personnel in front of you, and that's where Pochettino got it wrong. He got it wrong, and I was hoping that by halftime he was going to basically fix it, because at the point it was obvious after Wilson scored that Newcastle was basically done. They were done playing football. They're just going to wait, just going to defend with their lives, and wait and see if Chelsea's going to give them one more gift, just like we gave them gifts at St. James Park. That's what they were waiting for. They're waiting for some freebies to make 1-0, 2-0, and the game would then be over. And so at that point in time, that was when, from halftime, Pochettino needed to take, I won't call it gambles or risks, just be a little more brave in your substitution, right? Pochettino needs to understand how to basically make subs a little bit earlier, make adjustments a little bit earlier. We had two natural fullbacks on the bench in Ian Matson and Malo Gusto. Matson on the left, Gusto on the right. Natural. We didn't need Colwell and Disasi. Okay, at halftime he brings in Gusto and then puts him at left back. he basically handcuffed him. So you have him at left back, you have a right back and left back, and so therefore he cannot stretch the line. He cannot go all the way down to the corner line and bring across him because he's right-footed. He has to switch it to his right. And once he's done that, the momentum is basically lost. And on the flip side, we had Disasi, who's totally useless as a right back on the right. So we're in a way we're playing with like 10 men, and so then it took a Pochettino another I don't know till like the 78th minute or so to bring in Ian Matson. When you brought Matson in, and then he then put Matson at left back, switched Gusto to right back, and ultimately our goal came from the Gusto cross that led to Trippier's error, and Mudryk scored from that. And then my other point of note is obviously we saw Nkunku on the pitch. I was hoping that he wouldn't have to play in this game. This is not the type of game you want to bring on a player that's been out for so long. Bring him on against Newcastle of all teams in a must-win game where it's so much, you want this kind of player that's so key to Chelsea. You want to ease him in against sort of in a lesser pressure type of games. But I guess that shows you how much pressure Pochettino is under and this team is under, that we had to bring Nkunku off the bench. And, he didn't really do much. I know nobody expected him to do much, but his PK was very sweet though. His PK was very sweet, and we as Chelsea fans was just so happy. We're just so happy to see Christopher Nkunku on the field and wearing this badge, because you already know he's a player and he's going to be a difference maker for this football team. And last but not least is Petrovic. I have to give him his flowers for making the save that won us the PK, and also in between his kicking game. I'm not gonna say that he's better than Sanchez, but I noticed that Petrovic kicking game gives me less heart palpitations than when Sanchez is on the ball. Let's leave it at this until the next time. I'm gonna see y'all after the next game. Leave your comments below, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Take care, and God bless y'all. Peace.